understand. Listen, I mean, for these receivers on the team, this is a real opportunity for some of these guys to get more targets and to step up.
Yeah, but I think the big thing for the Kansas City Chiefs moving forward is going to be them defensively. They drafted a guy, George Khalifas, who I think is gonna help them on the defensive line. Frank Clark, Chris Jones, those guys are gonna have to be better this year. But secondary guys, they drafted Trent McDuffie. They lost Tyrann Mathieu. You brought in Justin Reed, Warren Thornhill. I like the way he's been playing the last few years. L'Jarius Sneed, Rashad Fenton. Those guys are going to have to really step up tremendously. Early in the year last year, this defense wasn't good. But then they had a little stretch when they were great and playing a great brand of football. They have to start out that way this year, and it's all going to start up front with that defensive line, and I'll say that front seven with those linebackers as well.
You're listening to Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max here on ESPN Radio. Amber Wilson and Harry Douglas filling in for the guys. ESPN Radio is presented to you by Progressive Insurance. We are breaking down the top of the AFC. I think we both agree the top of the AFC looks something like the Bills and the Chiefs. But the AFC is not going to be easy sledding this year for either of these teams. No. The Bills, though, are in the much easier division. You would agree, right? Now, I also, by the way, think that the AFC East has improved. And I don't think I'm just saying that as a biased Dolphins fan. I do think that there has been some improvement. I think even the Jets have, frankly, improved some. But I do think that the Bills are probably going to skate through that division quite easily, where I don't know if I feel confident saying that about the AFC West with the Chiefs.
No, the AFC West is tough sledding. You look at Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers. You look at the Raiders and Derek Carr. You look at Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. And then you look at Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think when you look at that division, do you want to win your division? Yes, you do. But I think for those teams in that division, you just want to make the playoffs. You don't want to be the oddball out. I think they're going to get 2 teams for sure, possibly a third. But 4 teams is not going to get in because I think they're going to beat up on each other within the division.
Who's going to be the odd man out then?
Right now, I have to pick the Denver Broncos. I have the Denver Broncos being the odd man out right now.
Rough for Russell Wilson. I don't know if I disagree with you, though. I mean, I would actually have the Chargers in the conversation as a team that could win the entire thing for the AFC. You have the Bills winning.
I got Justin Herbert as my MVP this year.
So, okay. All right, Harry Douglas. So Justin Herbert's your MVP. The Bills are going to the Super Bowl, but the Kansas City Chiefs are the team to beat.
Yeah, that can all be possible. Josh Allen, in the way he plays the game of football, he is the reason why the Buffalo Bills even had an opportunity last year. Now, look, granted, I understand their defense was phenomenal as well, but let's not forget it was their defense that didn't allow them to go to the to the AFC Championship game that let them down when it was Josh Allen and Gabriel Davis connecting on the touchdown to take the lead. Like, let's not forget that. It was also that defense in overtime when Cincinnati, we seen the week after, got to stop Patrick Mahomes that didn't stop Patrick Mahomes. So when I look at a guy like Josh Allen, every year he's been in the National Football League, he's gotten better.
Yep.
And I was so impressed with him last year. I don't think he's going to have a drop-off this year. I think he is one of the most dangerous players to play against in the National Football League heading into 2022-2023 season.
There's no reason for me to believe that Josh Allen is going to take a step back all of a sudden. I mean, I guess Keyshawn maybe believes it.
No.
Keyshawn knows a little bit more about football than Amber Wilson.
And they got better this year.
But it's hard for me to believe that that's what's going to happen. And so that's what I mean about the Bills. I would have expected them to get better anyways, even if they had just sat on their hands this offseason. And then they make the moves bringing in Von Miller. So I think this is going to be a much improved Bills team. Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max is brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Get the $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk Wireless.
Now, I will say this. The addition of Stephon Diggs did help out a young Josh Allen because he wasn't phenomenal his first year. But when they started getting Stephon Diggs and more playmakers around him, and that's what you want to do as management. You want to surround your young quarterback with talent, what the Chicago Bears haven't done with Justin Fields. That's what you don't want to do.
And still haven't done and aren't appear to not be about to do.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to bring in help. I mean, even like the Jags have done it around Trevor Lawrence this season, right? Like, you've got to bring in help to help. Yeah, of course. Joe Burrow is a prime example of bringing in the right kind of help, and they continue to get better as well.